What's up, YouTube? ODST General back again with some more Stellaris. So first thing I want to say, I'm recording these videos in really weird order. My cold has gone away. I got my voice back. My cold hasn't completely gone away. My voice still my throat gets agitated. So I'm talking a lot like now. My throat's getting really itchy. So I got cough drops in to kind of counteract that. But, just so you guys know what's going on, I recorded a third episode, and like an idiot, I closed OBS before it finalized, like actually saving the video, so the file came out corrupt. I tried stopping it, but I hit the wrong button because I didn't actually stop and read what popped up. So just to recap what we've got going on, we've got the brutes. They hate us. Actually, you know what? Just because this saves a little bit different. Yep, everybody hates us except for the hunters. The hunters kind of like us. They're more neutral, but they're positive to us at least, which is something. And the longer we know them, the better they're going to be towards us. We get +2 every year we know them. Unfortunately, we get -2 every year as well, so it's supposed to balance out. Going on from there, though, we've really got to worry about the brutes. So that game that we lost, the one that I lost, had the brutes invade me almost immediately as soon as the episode started. We had built all around these planets here, we really bulked up, and the brutes came in and just squashed us. So, like I said, my thing is to try and build the Covenant at any cost. So we're going to look at this like it's a message from a monitor. You know, it's the will of the Forerunners that we bring the brutes into the fold of the Covenant. Unfortunately, that means slowing our progress more. We are going to have to bribe the brutes. Now, somehow I've got 124 plus 28. I don't know how I got +28 going. I guess this is a little bit further back than I thought. Because at the end, though, basically what happens, the brutes came in. They went straight for Janjerquam. And I had posted my fleet up here. I had a fleet of about 600 combined with this, which was about 400, I think, or maybe it was the other way around. It was about 400 and 600. So we equaled each other pretty much with my station. But their ships were almost perfect for taking out my ships. So we're going to have to try and do what we can to postpone this war, which means offering them a trade deal and seeing if they'll take more monthly transfers, which it looks like they're more than happy to. We want to bring them as close as possible. So let's see if we can actually bring them positive. It looks like we can. That's a lot of money we just gave them, but if it postpones a war, and if it actually potentially brings them into the folds of the Covenant, that is awesome. They accepted, though, right? So why are they still -71 if that was like +90? Well, guys, it looks like we might have just shot ourselves in the foot here. So we just gave them a bunch of money and it didn't like take it down by 90. It only brought it down to like 70. It's freaking stupid. On the bright side, they don't like the hunters or the grunts. But these guys, they don't like me either. If you look, almost everybody's got me blocked from going into their space. Even the hunters, who are actually losing some goodwill with. As for research, what do I have going? Naval capacity, that one will help. Naval composite armor will help. power hubs will help, but I don't know. That one, the power hubs is long term. I'm thinking short term here. Let's go ahead. Let's increase our society research at the cost of some influence. And, you know, a little bit of our other research. It also looks like I'm still searching for the pirates in this save. I can't remember if this was in the last video or not. But we never found the pirates up here. They're not up here. If anything, they're down here. But we never got that far in my playthrough to find where the pirates were actually attacking us from.
Research complete.
So there's naval capacity. We're going to go for the military academy now. This will build on the strength of both the edict and his military expertise, or his military theory, giving us plus 46 research, bringing it down to 22 months. That military academy, if we do go to war with the brutes, that military academy could be the difference between us winning and losing a planet. Just because those brutes are far, 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 far superior to us when it comes to that. So we're going to start building defensive armies.
System survey complete. Situation log updated.
We are going to keep him on this path, though, of exploring out here. Researching the plants this way. Okay, so it is actually slowly going down with them. Even though we've got minus 100 and negative 51 border friction plus another 15 because we've got a nearby colony. They're kind of getting used to the colony. It's like plus 5 every year, so another year it'll be down to 10. We just have to worry about making it that long. The other thing we still got to worry about people keeping jobs and stuff like that. Let's see here. So, we've also got a pirate fleet up here that's 670, so they're pretty dangerous. I think this is a mining station here. I can't remember for sure. We just gotta make it through grunt space without them stopping us. What can we do to make you guys potentially like us? How do you feel about an active sensor link? You kind of like that. A little bit. How about an exchange for star charts? Let's put that trade deal through. It's not a huge improvement in our relations, but maybe it'll get me some information. At the very least, I should have information on all the plants in their space. Oh, perfect. Yep, they got their space plus a little bit more. That works for me. Actually, it looks like they got all the hunter space too. Cool. Hey, I like that. If they're on good relations with the hunters, maybe that's a good sign for us. I just wish I started closer to them. It's fine, I guess. So, the next thing I think I want to do is save up and upgrade my spaceport to level 2. Because I can get cheaper Corvettes. And they're already starting to dislike us some more. It's just so stupid. Border friction. rival. Part of that's on them, though, because they chose to make us their rival. Things are kind of looking up a little bit with the hunters, though. These guys are the linchpin. I really need them. I should work on bringing them into the fold. But they don't
complete.
care about sensor links. Star charts are a little bit of a boon. Maybe we'll share research with them for 30 years. That's only 10. But if I can get them to start to like me, I could... They're right next to me, so I could potentially get them as an ally against the brutes if I need them.
Construction complete.
He's going the long way around, isn't he? Okay, I guess he has to. He could cut... Well, he couldn't cut through my space, I guess, unless he went all the way back up like this.
Evading hostile fleet.
So we got automated, like, pirate, made it, like, pirate, like, mining fleet type of deal here.
Evading hostile fleet. Evading hostile fleet.
Screw you, fine, whatever. So, let's see here. Let's get you up here. Let's have you build a research station. Let's have you not build a research station. I want to play the long game, but I can't right now. I got to worry about making sure my military is up to snuff to potentially challenge the brutes now. I don't think this will turn up fruitful if I remember correctly, but I know one turned up like really well and the other one turned up just awful. And I don't know if, like, since I went reload the save, if that will change it all. Or if that's like all preloaded information when I set up the game. So we're getting 6. So where are you guys? What system is that? Our Pinda. Okay. So I could at the sacrifice of some energy and stuff, enlighten these people, but it would be expensive. And I would also lose some space to them. Now, with that being said, if I do that, that's another ally, that's more resources in the planet that would be under my control. Okay, so that super freighter, that was the one that we benefited from, so it's the next one I think that doesn't do anything. I know there's some scary aliens here, but I need you to get up there. We need to find these space pirates. Although it worries me because they haven't attacked recently. So I'm wondering if they got destroyed by somebody else. Which I'd kind of be okay
System
with.
survey complete.
Kind of. Let's see here. Armies. Brute space is continuing to expand. We've got another 3 months until our military academy is done. Let's see what's going on with the brutes. So they're sitting at 65, so it went down a little bit more. Unfortunately, we have lost another 2. Oh. So, we've got Holy Guardians now. This is like an ancient race. Stagnant Ascendancy is what they are called in Stellaris here. Essentially, these species are like the Forerunners. There's a few different versions, like there's Watchers. The Holy Guardians, I guess, are presumably, you know, very powerful. Like, if you mess with them, you die. Now, I met some Watchers, and they actually gave me a bunch of technology. They gave me some of their own ships, and just like 2 of their ships had equaled my fleet at the time. Unfortunately, what that means is because they've kicked me out of their space, they don't want me here. And this guy's here with their fleet. I have to go all the way back up and around through my space. Not sure if that was a benefit meeting them or not. I'm imagining it will be. Fortunately, we can't really get a look at them. They do, for whatever it's worth, they're dismissive towards us. They don't like us, but they don't really care about us. And they are plus towards us. So, yeah, that's something. So they like colder worlds. Actually, they have plus 20 on everything. They can live anywhere they want, is what they're saying.
Research complete.
Okay, so military academy is done. Kind of a tough one. Let's go ahead, do another naval capacity. The growth time's pretty good. That would actually be really awesome, but like I said, my immediate worry is about the here and now. So let's go to our spaceport. We got Corvette assembly yards. Yeah, my last playthrough, I was very not aggressive when it came to trying keeping the brutes calm. Like, right now, I'm still worried, even at 60, because they were down to, like, 70 or 80, and nothing had changed with my space or their space. They actually seem to be expanding quite a bit here. And they've got a lot more production. I've only got 2 plants to produce resources for me. They've got at least 4 planets, or at least 5 planets, but, you know, if one of these, systems has more than 1 planet, which I don't think any of them do, they could have more than 5. Yeah, thankfully it's just all 1 planet each. Honestly, if the brutes attacked, I don't even think the assembly could really do anything for me. But the problem is that, well, the grunts or the hunters would probably be a more ideal ally against the brutes. They're all, like, way over here. I can't become friends with them because it's not relevant. I'm not bordering their space. Not close enough. And the farther you get, the less they care about you. So, yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot about him. He had died, obviously, because my fleet got destroyed at one point fighting the brutes. He got killed. So I forgot. He got that fleet logistics, but he also became a substance abuser, so he dies a little bit earlier. Which, like I said, still not too bad because we're still looking at probably his 80s or 90s when he dies, if not later. I've seen at least get up to 115 years.
System survey complete.
Can we... Oh, we're down to 60 with them. A little bit of a benefit. Not huge benefit, but a little bit of a benefit from giving them research. Now, with that being said, I'm not really too keen on the idea of giving them research. We will, however, give them star charts. They can have star charts, but they can't have active sensor links. Because if they have active sensor links, they know what my fleet looks like. And they know they will be able to beat my fleet. Let's see here. So... this should bring the Corvettes down to 72. So, apparently we managed to create religion on this planet because our people were making crop circles. With the aggressive observation. Obviously, if you guys don't know how this works, I didn't really talk about this a whole lot when we started it. Let me get this real quick and I'll explain how that works a little bit more. So as you can see, we've got 72, so we're going to continue adding onto our fleet now that those are a little bit cheaper and they build faster. But like I was saying, you've got 4 options, potentially, for observation outposts. The first one, passive observation, is kind of like what you'd see in Star Trek, where they've got, like, hidden outposts and stuff like that, and they hide themselves when they're, you know, watching people. Now, this one still carries a little bit of risk with it, but you get a 3 monthly game of society from it. So, I mean, this one's pretty good. It's, you know, it's still runs a little bit of risk, but it's pretty minimal risk. The other one, the abduction one, which I have selected, is where you go in, you're still looking at these people. Ooh. Let's go with the 5 research speed bonus. Wait a second, why are we getting negative 4%? Oh, society research grants. Right, okay. It's fine, I'm still... Well, actually, you know what? Let's change that from society to engineering. Let's get this armor out of the way. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to talk about this, but then, yeah, all this important stuff starts coming up. Okay. Lose a little bit of time on the naval capacity, but since I'm not anywhere close to getting that naval capacity filled up, it's not super huge concern at this particular second. Going back to the observation outpost, we're doing aggressive observation. Obviously, like you guys just saw, the risk is higher, and in exchange you get more reward. There's also technological enlightenment, which has a cost of 5 society and 5 electricity every month, which I've only got 3, so I'd be going negative to do this. But basically, it brings them up from, like, right now, these guys are in the steam age, to, you know, the early space age. It would give them... This system would become theirs. Let's pause that real quick. You guys are having a food shortage, huh? Please out on 1 in exchange for not starving. I guess that seems reasonable. And... little seg one there. And then, of course, the final one being that Covert Infiltration, which basically says that the planet owner has to be in, at the very least, the industrial age. But you also have to have unrestricted native studies, which we don't have that policy. This one's pretty good from what I've seen. This has a monthly cost, too. They say it's pretty expensive. I think each stage of this infiltration gets more and more expensive as you go along, but this actually brings you into direct control. We're under technological enlightenment. When they get to your level, they basically go under vassalization, where they're leeching off your technology a little bit, and when they complete it, they're like directly under you. But Or not direct. Well, I don't think it is directly under you. I think it's like a more tightened control under you. But with the actual like replacement of their leaders, you take direct control of their planet. You get direct control of their species, and they actually seem to be pretty compliant in that situation. Is I don't know if you're able to like change policies of their planet specifically or something to make them a little bit more aligned with you, but it's definitely good technology if you don't mind being a little bit more aggressive. It's a good way of taking over people if you got some extra money and stuff, and potentially bringing some better technology and resources under your control. But that's the cool thing about Stellaris, is there's so many different ways you can approach a situation. Like, so these guys, that we're observing, we could just watch them from a distance, get a little bit from them. In this case, we're being a little bit more aggressive, but I'd like to actually technologically enlighten them. I just don't know, because eventually, one way or the other, these guys will advance on their own and they will come to a space age. We don't have to worry about that for a while, but it will happen. And at which point they will get this space regardless. So if we bring them up sooner, that's just more benefit from us. But, if you took over their planet, you can make them slaves, or you can make them an independent ally that's really powerful on their own. We need more fleet. More ships. More money than more ships. Well, you guys are breeding. Let's get you over there to get some more food, so that when you guys pop up, you're not starving everybody again. Where is that first siege? Just getting through our space now. Oh, what a long trip. Went all the way around up here trying to find these people just so you could go back down and try to find them this way. Where did they just move that fleet to in my space? Like, it was just jumping into my space and now it's gone.
Science ship under attack. Evading hostile fleet.
Okay. What do we have here? So this is actually, I think these are the mining aliens again, but this is their actual like mining outpost, which has a ton of resources and is worth some study here. Unfortunately, wait, missing in action. They might have made it away. What are these guys doing? They're moving a fleet into my space.
Construction complete.
I don't like this in the least bit. They're probably a scout force. How are things with us? So we've got... You actually don't mind our border anymore, so we're plus 93 every year. I think is what that is. So we lose 2 a year, but we're making like plus 93. I went to instant transfer. Alright, give them more supplies. Oh yeah, they got a big old fleet there now. Need to bulk up. I don't like the idea that they're crossing into my space this much, but there isn't a huge amount I can do about that right now. Why is this planet yellow? That should be green. It was green, I do believe, at one point. Maybe I'm just losing my mind. Alright.
Research complete.
Just need to keep that going, get them a little bit more compliant with us. So, I wanted to do, you know, laser research, plasma research with the Covenant because, you know, it's the Covenant. But we do have to look at what the brutes are fielding. The mass drivers might be the way to go. So it's be like 8 to 36 damage versus 13 to 27. So it's potentially better, potentially worse. It's kind of all over the place. But mass drivers are also effective against shielding, which I know that they do have. But they also have armor, so I'm not sure. I have to look real quick here. Ship designer. Yeah, I'm aware of that. Thank you for nothing. So right now we do 6 to 11, so we don't do very much damage, but we lose damage on shields too. So actually, mass drivers are really, truly the best way to go. On the other hand, well, and we've already got partial research. I was just looking at the army damage and minerals, which would be pretty awesome to have, even now. But I think we're going to want to bulk up the fleet first. We've already got partial research done on this. The army damage will come up again. Hopefully, if we're lucky, I'll come up in the next round of research, but we'll see what happens. So he actually, I don't know how he got back up here getting attacked, but he did. Is it possible for you to get down here? It is, but you have to jump through their space. No, let's not do that then. Let's have you, if he's researching this, let's have you go off this way. I want to see what's over on the other side of the brutes here. Population of 32, huh? What's our population even at? I don't even know. Not much. The cost of... Oh, actually, you know what? I lied. Cost of Corvettes went up some with that armor. So it's almost back to 80, but that's okay. So what we want to do is upgrade you guys for 102. That's actually, instead of paying for a whole new ship, it's probably more worth it just to get them upgraded to get them that armor on. Because it'll make them a little bit more resistant to the brutes.
Ship upgraded. Construction complete. Situation updated.
So where are we seeing alien vessels at? Neshmet. Where's Neshmet? Up here? We are gonna actually temporarily put a halt on the naval capacity upgrades, just to investigate those Lambda aliens. We'll get a bit of a boost in influence from it. And I'm just kind of curious who's up here, too. You know, they probably don't like me either. Nobody really seems to like me. It's sad that, like, the stagnant ascendancy is, like, the people who, like, most relate to me. Why are you just going from, like, space to space? You should be surveying systems as you go. Go back up here. Well, brutes seem to be holding pretty steady. Everybody's overwhelming or superior to me, except for the assembly, who's basically stuck in the same rut I am. They can't really expand or anything. Continental world. If I can get the brutes under me, that would be a good plan to actually be able to, like, get in there and colonize that and get, like, brutes transferring in there. An ocean world. You guys are starving. Why didn't you, like, say anything?
Special project complete.
Mekonos. So, let's see here. Collectivists, xenophiles, and pacifists. So these guys might actually be pretty friendly to me, hopefully. Once again, though, unfortunately, the issue we're going to run into with these guys is that they're really too far away to have any sort of influence on the events going on. Yeah, they're plus 25. They're blocking somebody from their space, and they've got another rival. But they're too far away to be of any real use, I think. But maybe if we share enough with them and give them monthly transfer minerals, maybe? No, they don't want to share any. Okay, well. Shoot. Well, guys, this might very well be the last episode here. The brutes just declared war anyways. Despite my increased efforts to try and stop them from declaring war with us, they went through with it anyways. What we might want to do, and I have to get a little bit more power in my fleet, is take the offensive to them. I don't know, this is something we're going to have to look at a little bit better. This was a really crappy start. Like, even, like, trying to bribe the hell out of them, I just, like, all I did was, like, delay the inevitable, I guess. I probably should have listened to them and not put a colony there, but I've always been able to, like, place that colony and either make friends with them or just, you know, have enough power to, like, enforce my will.
System survey complete. Hostile fleet detected. Anomaly found.
Alright, so they're coming in with a fleet of 850 to Ruckbat. Now, if we're lucky, we might be able to get in there with another defensive army or something. Actually, I probably should just ignore Ruckbat and call it a loss, but let's try this. We're going to try something really dangerous and stupid. I'm making a really big gambit that we can sneak into their space. I just got to keep an eye on them. So they're going straight for the planet. Can I see what their ships have for... So they actually got small cutting lasers and it ignores 100% of armor. Well, that's not good. Yeah, and they're bombarding the planet. So they didn't have cutting lasers last time I fought them. So obviously they changed their technology to adapt to what I had, which is really inconvenient, to be honest. And they've got shields. So yeah, they're just way stronger again than, you know, like designed to basically just be like right against me. What do we got going for research here? We need to look at that. Naval capacity and mass drivers are almost done.
System survey complete.
We're gonna try a quick hit and run on one of their planets though, and then we'll swing the fleet back and upgrade it if we have the money.
Hostile fleet detected.
Ooh, that's a frontier outpost. Oh no. How many days? 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Oh, this is gonna be so close. They're gonna jump in before we get out. Oh, that was freaking intense. They could, well, I guess they probably can't jump. Hopefully.
Research complete.
Okay. Let's do that. Influence will help us most right now. Do we have any policies that would help us out? Not really. So we need to get our fleet back up here to Janjarquam and get them upgraded. Actually, it would help if I go to the ship designer and actually upgrade the design. So 4 to 17, 6 to 11. So the damage is a little bit wider. Plus 33. Yeah, the mass drivers are definitely the way to go right now. And actually, if their fleet ignores armor, it might just be more worthwhile to like just get rid of the armor completely. Ignores 100% of armor. Yeah, so let's just remove the armor off of our ship design, because it's just making our ships more costly. Actually, you know, oh wait, no, we need that. Is it? So let's see here. It's 72. That's 72 either way. So we definitely provoked them some. They are not happy. They're jumping now. They're following us up to the homeworld. Thankfully, they're far enough away from me that I can get back here. Hopefully, I have enough. How much is it going to cost to actually upgrade them? I didn't even look. 95. So that's enough for me to build one more ship. Actually... Actually, no, let's do this.
Ships upgraded.
Okay.
Construction complete.
So it hasn't changed our ship or our fleet's damage, but it's I don't know. We'll see.
Station under attack. Hostile fleet engaged.
They still have a pretty clear advantage on me, but hopefully kitting my fleet out like I did will make a pretty big difference. It's not... Right now we're getting pretty well squished, but we'll see. They're in range of my station, but yeah. I'm already down to just like a couple ships.
Situation log updated.
We lost our admiral. The extra ship we built is gone. So let's do this. Yeah, they'll only... At this point, they'll only accept both planets. Even though it's 0%, they have such an advantage that it doesn't even matter. Army damage on attack. Army morale, army damage. This is the guy to go to. Why would you even want to recruit this guy? Like, yeah, just all negative effects for me. Like, maybe he's got some sort of like positive effects later on. I don't know. Right. This is just all kinds of stupid. Yeah, those mass drivers have probably done the trick.
Updated.
If I had a bigger fleet. Unfortunately, there goes my station. I'd have to build a new one, but I'll need, 360.
Hostile fleet detected.
He did a little bit of damage to him, not much, and unfortunately, they've still got, like, independent corvettes flying around, so even if we did take them out, they would have still been putting a lot of hurt on us. Apparently, we would want a space battle against him.
Station under attack.
Supposedly. Yep, our admiral died. Yeah, that even makes it worse because our admiral is giving us like increased health and like lowered ship upkeep too. Yeah, and if I cede both my planets, I lose. So I can't even say, like, yeah, I'll give you these 2 planets and we'll work under you. And then, like, rise up later on. It just, like, if I do that, I lose. So, really, at this point, I don't think there's anything we can do to stop them. But if we give up now, we have no chance at all later on. And those cutting beam lasers are freaking nasty. I have to look into that. Like, cutting beam lasers and shields is a pretty deadly combination. They're not even that strong, are they? They're pretty strong too. Yeah, 8 to 14. They're not quite as wide in damage as like some of the other weapons. That's not necessarily a bad thing though. So now they're attacking Ruckbat. They're bombarding it, which means I'm losing all the supplies from that planet. Everybody's out of work.
Hostile fleet detected.
So get a few generals going here. Yeah. So they're just increasing their fleet size. They're almost back up to where they were. Almost. Look at how many ships there are. You know, it's actually, I'm almost impressed by the fact that, like, they just, like, have to go, like, sheer numbers of ships. Like,
System
their fleet was,
complete.
what, 3 times my size, but, you know, number-wise, it was probably 4 or 5 times that. Maybe, I don't know. I didn't really count out, so maybe I'm just feel like it was. Maybe trying to justify my fatal last stand. So we've got a science ship that snuck back into the homeworld system, and he's going to be doing some research. It would suck if I lose this scientist just because he's good at finding anomalies, and he's also got psionics, which is a rare trait. But, yeah. Okay, I could use that. New edict. Can I get that too? No. I have to do one or the other.
Hostile fleet detected.
Another 200. Are you kidding me? Where are they getting all these ships from? 29 months. Oh, God. Influence isn't really a concern right now, so let's do this. If we do that, we get plus research speed. Or 28 months. Woo! Gosh, their fleet's freaking massive. So what? 13 ships there. What's in this other one? 36. Oh, God. 49 ships. 49 freaking ships. Thanks. Thanks, Stellaris. I really enjoyed this campaign.
Analyzed.
Actually, I will be honest. I do kind of enjoy it. I'm getting my butt kicked, but it is... it's fun because it's unknown, you know? Like, every other playthrough, like I said, I've done, it's been pretty stable. Like, even the tough wars I've managed to, like, come out on top of because of my allies. It's hard for your allies to save you when nobody likes you. They're still neutral to me, but they're pretty open to me now. Unfortunately, still nothing I can do to get, like, research or anything from them. So there's, like, nothing I can do to save my skin at this point. What? This is such a long shot. I don't think this is going to do anything for me. Just no. What if we gave you active sensor links of the people killing me? It's like a TV show. In exchange for giving me technology, we'll give you entertainment by the deaths of my people.
Hostile fleet detected.
Yep. 40, huh? They're not even attacking the planet itself. They just keep building their fleet up.
Research complete. Hostile fleet detected.
Growth time. Growth time's good. Not helpful now, though. Planetary capital, also good. Not super helpful. Let's go with growth, I guess. I mean, none of those are immediately useful to me. What I need is the deflectors. Honestly, the deflectors aren't even good for me right now either because I don't have a fleet to build them with. Oh. Can you research that for me, please? Thank you.
System survey complete. Anomaly found.
$652, so that's already more powerful. Anomalies are good, even if they're risky. We gotta take risks right now. That's the only way we could possibly turn this around. I mean, turning this around is just a huge long shot as it stands. But we'll see what we can do. Gosh, that's a big fleet. There's so many ships. 52 ships now. This is like legitimately looking at like the Covenant fleet at the start of Halo 2. I forgot to actually turn off the UI in the last screenshot I took there.
Debris analyzed.
Okay. Mining drone lasers plus 10. Improved deflectors plus 10. So a little bit of help. Like I said, though, we need anything we can take. If that means taking some risks or something, you know, so be it. Maybe. You know what? Yeah, do that. That's a really dangerous path, but maybe we'll find out some useful information or something. So it's going to be 9 months before we can get a station up and going. If they want to attack me at any point, they could just destroy it. For some reason, they seem content in just like bombarding this planet nonstop. Okay, and so now the grunts and them are going to war. That actually happened in my last playthrough too, so that's not too surprising. If things play out the same and it looks like the space has changed a little bit and the grunts have a little bit less space than they had before, the grunts will invade and just like annihilate these people. But things have changed a little bit. Even though they're still going to war, they've got an extra planet. The grunts are a little bit smaller. So we'll see what happens. Either way, it really doesn't matter because that doesn't like help me in the least. But if anything, it just makes things worse for me. So it just upsets the balance of power on the other side of me. They actually end up becoming allies after that. Let's see. So there it is. I was wondering when this was going to start popping up. So what's this? That's a mining station. But these guys right here, these are their transports. These are the guys I've been wondering where they were at. They need more transports than what they got to take that planet, though. Even bombarded and everything that these guys are going through, I've still got enough of a defensive army that it's going to be a big fight for these guys.
Anomaly found.
Let's go for it.
Hostile fleet detected.
Another 101 fleet. There is no humanly possible way I can stand up to this. This is just ridiculous, guys. Come on now. We do know they have the ground forces. They're probably spread out between a few different planets, too. I'm just a little bit confused as to why they haven't attacked yet. Like, I'm okay with the fact that they haven't, but it is odd that they've opted not to attack. I never even saw the defensive platforms here, did I? Like, I don't have that option. Oh. Oh, wait, I do. Okay. Well, in that case, really quick. Oh, wait, no, these are just, like, the... Oh, you've got scout wings. Do the scout wings work with this? I don't think they do. That one's not super useful to me, fortunately. Oh no, the Forerunners. It's Prometheans. He's way out. That's not good. Well, hopefully you can get back in time to build a defensive station. I didn't even realize I had the option for that. I thought I had researched that and like the one that got deleted. I guess that was not the case. So, I'm going to keep playing. Normally I cut it off at this point in the hour point, but things are getting kind of weird. If we end up having like a 2-hour video, I am going to split this up into 2 parts, and we'll do that from here.
Hostile fleet detected.
And if this ends really shortly, we'll just do like an hour and a half. We'll see what happens. They just continue increasing their fleet size. I mean, there's no humanly possible way, like I said. I already said that, but there's no possible way I can stand up to them. The only thing is if I get really lucky and, like, after this fleet station's, or the station's built in a month here, that they just seem to ignore it for some reason.
Hostile fleet. Hostile fleet detected.
All right. Well, let's do that. $61 ships with more ships coming in. For some reason, they're only adding like 1 there. Like, honestly, at that point, they would have just like probably blown the planet up to its core. This is just uncalled for, really. Like, I'm just gonna like continue on with like development as normal, like after this, and they're just gonna keep building the fleet. They're gonna have like 1,000 ships there, and I'm gonna be like out in this like sector space. Like, yeah, we don't even care about that planet anymore. Like, everybody's been dead for like centuries, and we're like over here building the Covenant. you know, destroying humanity, and the brutes are just over here still, like, the brutes will actually be part of that empire. Like, they'll be with me, and they'll still have these ships here, like, blowing up this planet. It's just ridiculous. But that's okay, though, because they're leaving my mining alone, which normally they would have attacked that by now. They did take out my supplies in this sector of space. I gotta be really careful about what I'm doing here, but I need to try and build a fleet. I mean, that's really my only option at this point. Getting fleet and defensive structures and stuff up. So 1 more minute, we'll have a level 2 space station. She could just do that now.